Lightning split the sky above Denver International Airport, illuminating the cabin of Flight 319 to Los Angeles as it sat motionless on the tarmac. A crackle burst through the intercom. "This is your captain. Hold tight. Storm's ahead, but I'll get us through." Before the echo faded, a blood-curdling scream erupted from row 15. "He's going to crash us all," shrieked Evelyn Harper, her voice shrill with terror. Passengers jolted upright, eyes darting as her wild accusation ricocheted through the plane. A routine delay had just ignited a firestorm, one that would spiral into a showdown of prejudice, resilience, and retribution, captivating millions in its wake. The clock read 4:17 p.m. on March 26, 2025, and the terminal thrummed with restless travelers. Evelyn Harper, a 48-year-old real estate agent with a pinched face and a penchant for control, strode toward gate B23, her cream blazer pristine despite the chaos of her last-minute booking. She'd snagged a cheap fare, a rare compromise for a woman accustomed to luxury, but her smug satisfaction evaporated as she spotted Captain Marcus Tate near the aircraft. Marcus, a towering figure in a navy blue uniform, was hunched over a clipboard with the baggage crew, his deep voice steady as he confirmed the load. 30 years of flying had etched lines of wisdom into his face, but his eyes sparkled with the passion of a man born for the skies. "Hey, watch it down there," Evelyn snapped, her heels clicking as she approached. "Shouldn't you be schlepping bags with the rest of them?" Marcus straightened, his 6'2" frame casting a shadow over her. "I'm the captain, ma'am. Been flying 30 years. I'll be taking you to LA today." Evelyn's jaw dropped, then snapped shut, her eyes narrowing into slits. "You're joking. They trust someone like you to fly this plane?" She flicked her wrist dismissively. "A person like you? Give me a break." Marcus tilted his head, his tone calm but edged with steel. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Forget it," she huffed, shoving past him toward the jetway. Her muttered rant carried on the breeze. Should have known a woke-budget airline would pull this. A black pilot? What's next? A Korean running a burger joint? The cabin of Flight 319 buzzed with pre-flight tension as passengers settled in. Evelyn claimed 15C, her designer purse a barricade on her lap, her gaze darting between the storm-darkened window and the galley. She'd spent the morning prepping for her Survivor audition, a shot at $1 million, and the stakes felt personal. Her estranged sister, a reality TV junkie, had mocked her chances. Proving her wrong was now an obsession. Clara Evans, a 26-year-old flight attendant with a cascade of auburn curls, stepped to the intercom, her voice bright despite the delay. "Good afternoon, folks. Sorry for the wait. Captain Tate's working to get us airborne safely." Evelyn snorted, her voice cutting through the cabin. "Of course we're late. That pilot wouldn't know a timetable if it bit him." Clara approached, her smile tight. "Ma'am, can I assist you?" "You know exactly what I mean," Evelyn hissed, leaning forward. "People like him aren't built for punctuality. It's not racist, it's fact. Don't clutch your pearls." Tom Riley, a burly construction worker in 14B with a weathered Broncos cap, shifted in his seat. "Lady, that's a stretch. Chill out." Evelyn whipped around, her eyes blazing. "Oh, please. I'm stuck on this plane with that pilot today of all days. If I don't hit LA by 5 p.m., I'm toast. My Survivor audition's at stake. $1 million, and we're sitting here because of him." "The captain's doing his best," Clara said evenly. "Weather's the holdup." "Right," Evelyn sneered, her sarcasm dripping. "What's he doing up there? Lost in the manual? I'd bet my Prada he's out of his depth." Javier Ortiz, a wiry flight attendant with a decade of experience, overheard as he handed out water cups. He paused, locking eyes with Clara. "Won't be long, ma'am. Captain Tate's got an ETA set. He's our best." Evelyn leaned toward Javier, her tone conspiratorial. Be real with me. Don't you get jittery flying with a guy like him? Why? Javier asked, his brow furrowing. Because he's black? He's not here to shoot hoops. He's a pilot with more hours than you've got complaints. She smirked, unshaken. Don't play dumb. His kind shines in rap videos or on a court, not flying planes. I'm not buying the act. Ma'am, Javier said, his voice hardening, Captain Tate's a pro. I've seen him land in blizzards that make you cry. Sure, Evelyn scoffed. He's here because the airline needed a diversity trophy. This woke garbage will crash us all someday. Javier shook his head, stepping back. I've got other passengers. Want to help? Evelyn called after him. Ditch that thug for a real pilot. I saw his arm, gang tattoo. He's not legit, and I'll shout it from the rooftops. Clara returned, her patience fraying. Ma'am, that's offensive. Offensive? Evelyn shot back. What's offensive is plummeting to our deaths because of him. The world's too scared to speak truth. I'm calm, but get me a pilot without a rap sheet or I'll lose it. I'll see what I can do, Clara muttered, retreating to the galley. She radioed the cockpit, her voice low. Captain, we've got a live wire in 15C. She's spiraling. I'll handle it, but she's loud. The cabin door swung open, and Marcus stepped out, his presence a quiet thunderclap. Passengers hushed as he strode to Evelyn's row, his uniform crisp, his red-tailed hawk tattoo peeking from his sleeve. Mrs. Harper, he said, his voice deep and deliberate, my crew says you've got a problem with me flying today. That true? Damn straight, Evelyn said, arms crossed. I've got $1 million audition in LA, and you've already botched it with this delay. None of you people can keep a clock. Marcus's jaw clenched. You people? You're blaming this on my race? I don't guess I know, she said, her voice rising. Everyone here agrees. They're just cowards. If this were a block party, we'd be airborne. Marcus took a measured breath. Mrs. Harper, we're held up by a storm over the Rockies. Not my melanin. Every pilot's rerouting, black or white. Whatever, she muttered. You didn't earn this. The airline just wanted a woke poster child. Your only trick is not tanning. If that's your theory, Marcus said, his tone icy, we'll get you another pilot. You're a real gem. He turned, but added, back to your Sudoku, snowflake. I'm doing you a solid. Evelyn grinned, smug. Finally, a real pilot? Marcus spun back, his eyes aflame. I've faced small-minded folks like you my whole life. People who see my skin, not my wings. You think I can't fly? My grandfather heard that in 42 with the Tuskegee Airmen. Evelyn blinked, rattled, but rallied. Save the sob story. This tattoo? Marcus rolled up his sleeve. The hawk bulled against his skin. The 332nd Fighter Group, Red Tails. My grandfather flew 90 combat missions defending a country that spat on him. They said he belonged scrubbing pots, not piloting. He proved them wrong. Distinguished Flying Cross, 2 Bronze Stars. Yeah, right. Evelyn scoffed. And I'm Michelle Obama. It's gospel, Marcus said, his voice a quiet roar. My father flew 20 years in the Navy, F-14s over Hanoi. I did 25 in the Air Force, 30 missions across 3 wars. Flying's my soul. At 6, my grandfather took me up in his Cessna, the wind singing in my ears. I took this job after retiring because it's who I am, not some token. Evelyn's certainty cracked, but she clung to defiance. No way that's true. Every syllable, Marcus said. I've eaten racist venom my whole career. Folks like you caging me in stereotypes. I could have walked away, but I didn't let them break me then, and I won't now. Clara stepped up, her voice sharp. Ma'am, Captain Tate's as our top pilot 5 years running. Big whoop. Evelyn mumbled, her fire dimming. You hate that I'm black? Marcus said. Fine, I'm the best you'd ever fly with, or would have been. Since you're dead set on a new pilot, you're off this bird. What? Evelyn's voice spiked. You can't. We're granting your wish, Marcus said coolly. Captain Hayes' flight's at 4 p.m. Security's taking you to the gate. That's too late, she cried, leaping up. I need LA by 5 for Survivor. $1 million! You're ruining me. Marcus pulled out his phone, a sly grin breaking through. One more thing. I've been live streaming your tirade since you opened your mouth. Look, viral in 20 minutes. Seems folks sent it to Survivor casting. Evelyn's face went ghost white as 2 officers approached, their boots heavy on the carpet. They canceled my audition? She gasped. That was my life. How dare you? Hands off, she screamed as they grabbed her arms, her purse spilling across the aisle, lipstick, keys, a crumpled audition script. Passengers gaped, some filming, as her shrieks faded down the jetway. The drama didn't stop there. As Flight 319 roared into the stormy sky, Marcus's hands danced over the controls, navigating lightning and turbulence with surgical precision. In Denver, Evelyn slumped at Gate 12, her phone a battlefield of notifications, hate mail, mocking memes, and a Survivor email. Your audition is terminated due to publicized conduct. Her rant hit 2 million views, trending as racist on Flight 319. Mid-flight, Clara slipped into the cockpit, breathless. Captain, CNN's on the line. They want you on air. Your story's exploding. Hero pilot takes down bigot. Marcus chuckled, adjusting his headset. Let 'em chatter. I just fly. The plane touched down in LA under a fiery sunset, applause rippling through the cabin. Tom Riley lingered, gripping Marcus's hand. My old man flew in Nam. You're the real deal, Captain. But the climax was still unfolding. In Denver, Evelyn's fate nosedived. A gate agent handed her a new ticket, economy, next day, with a 12-hour Boise layover. As she boarded, a teenage barista recognized her from the viral clip, snapping the photo captioned, "Racist Lady's Back." It exploded online, racking up 10 million views by dawn. Her real estate firm dropped her, clients fled, and her sister texted, "Told you you'd flop." Meanwhile, Marcus's stream soared to 15 million views. CNN aired his story, grandson of a Tuskegee legend turned viral hero, sparking a flood of donations to the Red Tails Foundation. At LAX, a crowd greeted him with cheers, a kid thrusting a toy plane into his hands. I want to fly like you, he beamed. Marcus smiled, pocketing the toy. Keep dreaming, kid. As he walked off, his phone buzzed. An Air Force buddy pitching a memoir deal. Karma hadn't just struck. It had rewritten the skies, leaving Evelyn a wreckage and Marcus a legend taking flight anew.